In this segment of the program, we talk about children on this show a lot. We talk about children because I like children. That's one reason I talk about children. Another reason is because the system we have of custody and child support is pretty screwy. Lots of people get screwed and they get very emotional about it. And also the topic of whether or not we should have children is quite the controversy in many families. And that's what I want to talk about in this hour. And you don't have to be in a family, per se. You don't have to be married. You don't have to have in-laws to have this debate. There are many people having this debate right now. Most of the people who have the debate are married. Some are not married. Some are just boyfriends and girlfriends or live-ins. Some of them are gay and lesbian. There are people debating whether to have a child naturally, whether to have a child through a surrogate mother, whether to have a test tube baby. There are people out there who are in disagreement about whether this is a good thing to do. For example, there are people like me who say if you're going to have a child, that's the one and only reason to get married, really. So the child will have some stability in his life. And honestly, it's my opinion that people should wait at least 5 years of marriage before they have a child, so they can have fun, so they can bond, so they can make sure they're going to stay together with reasonable certainty. You can never guarantee that. And I don't think people should be jumping right in and having a baby immediately. I think it's something they should think about, wait about, talk about. And finally, if after all of that they're still interested in doing it, then okay, go ahead. I ended a marriage over a disagreement about children. Essentially, both of us, before we got married, said, we don't want kids. I said, I don't want kids. We don't have to get married. If you're not sure of what you want to do, we can just live together. We can just date. You do not have to get married. He was like, oh, no, I know I don't want kids. I know I don't want kids. And ultimately, 2.5 years into what had been a perfect marriage. Perfect in every way. Perfect. I was happy, happy, happy. She suddenly came back to me and said, you know what, I changed my mind. But I hadn't changed my mind. And she just told me she was going to stop taking the pill, and that was that. So that was the end of the marriage. Right there, done. That's the kind of debate I'm talking about. Sometimes you decide one thing before you get married, like you are going to have kids, then you decide later you don't want them. Or one person decides they don't, or one person decides they do. Or one person wants to have them right away, the other person wants to wait. One person wants to have 17 kids, one wants to have one. There's not much room for compromise when it comes to babies, okay? You can't have half a baby. There's really no way to compromise a lot of this stuff. So, I want to talk about the knockdown, drag-out fights you're having, okay? Not mild discussions or, well-tempered debates. I'm talking about rip-roaring, yelling, screaming arguments where the two of you have completely different points of view about having children. Whether it be whether to have them at all, or whether it be how many you're going to have, or whether it be that you did want to have kids and now you don't, or you didn't want to have kids and now you do, but the two of you have different opinions, and they don't get resolved because one of you is, again, there's compromises in the world. You go in, you ask for a job, and you want to make $1,000 a week, and the boss wants to pay you $500 a week, and you settle on $750. That's compromise. But if one of you wants to have a baby and the other one doesn't, what's the compromise? There isn't one. One person's going to take a licking, and the other one isn't. If that's you, if you're having these debates right now with somebody important to you, whether you're married or not, tell me all about it.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Yo, Tommy, I got a question for you, brother.
Yeah, Donnie.
You need a sidekick on the broadcasting station?
No, I don't.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Here's our telephone number. Mario on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Father, how's
son,
it going, Dad?
Doing okay, son. How are you?
I'm actually doing all right today. You know what? I am in the situation right now where you're just talking about. This is the kind of stuff I hear every night, that all I want is for Christmas is for you to give me a baby. I sure as hell don't want one, Tom. I wouldn't be able to take. I don't have the patience for one of those brats. You know.
Did you tell her that before you got married?
I told her from the beginning. Listen, you know, I've been with you 11 years. I don't want kids. I don't think I'm ever going to want any. I sure as hell don't want any. I don't.
And what did she say when you told her you don't ever want kids?
She says, that's fine, because I don't want it either. But then her best friend had a kid a year ago. Her other friend had a kid about 2 years ago. So now she wants one.
Right. See, that's what happened in my first marriage. I was with someone who said she didn't want kids. And then she had an aunt who was 43 years old, and she had 2 kids, 13, 11, and then the accidental baby at 43. And so my ex went out there and spent the day and saw the cute baby walk around the stroller, and she came back and said, nope, I've changed my mind. I want kids.
Yeah. So, you know, her brother had a kid, too, and then now, you know, and when she tells me this and I tell her, no, you know, if, you know, I don't want kids, and if you want one, I don't want one, you got to go look for somebody else that's going to give you I am willing to lose my marriage for this because I don't want any. And, you know, I got to hear her cry every night because she wants one. She begs for, you know, I just can't, Tom. There's no way. I mean, I go home right now, and it's only me and her, and it's quiet. I watch my TV. I watch Sports Center. I don't have to hear kids crying. I don't have to worry about changing the kid. And I told her, if you want a kid, you better start looking for somebody else that's going to give you one, because I'm not giving you one. No way.
So how long will you tolerate her crying and begging?
I'm already fed up. I'm still here at work. I don't even want to go home because I know she's going to ask me, all I want for you to give me for Christmas is a little note that says I'm ready to have a kid. And I told her already. As a matter of fact, we had the discussion again last night. I'm telling you, no way. You know, I'm not going to give you one. Don't ask me, because I'm not having one. No way. It's too much baggage. It's too much baggage, Tom.
And you were honest with her before you got married.
I told her, listen, no way. I'm not having one with you. You know, I'm perfect the way I am. Right. You want one, go somewhere else and get it, Tom. Right. I told her that, and I'm willing to lose a marriage. And I'm pretty sure that, you know, this is probably like 2006. I know I'll probably lose my marriage because of this. Because I'm not having one. She's on the pill now. And she tried to throw that stunt on me, too, telling me I'm going to stop taking the pill. Because you stop taking the pill, I'm grabbing my plasma 42-inch screen, and I'm out the door, Tom.
Look at you. Look at you.
Take me out, Kobe, Tom.
Here you go, Mario.
This is about us. She's so special to me. You're a beat to my heart. You're the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
1-800-5800-TOM. It's Mia on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Great.
I'm 25 here in Los Angeles, and I don't have any children. And I know definitely before I start popping out kids, I definitely have to be married. I need that ring on my finger. I need that legal binding contract before I start having anybody's children.
Why do you need the contract for yourself?
Well, I need that security. I need, because we all know you men are dogs. And so before...
Getting married doesn't stop a guy from screwing other chicks. I'll tell you that right now. Take it from me.
Well, listen, before you start, before I pop out kids and you go ahead and trade me in, I need you to go ahead and give me that alimony.
Okay.
I think alimony is very important. I think one of the reasons why you have such a hostile attitude toward kids and marriages because you can't have any more kids. I mean, because kids for you are pretty much out of the picture. And the
Why is that?
Family thing and everything.
Why is that?
I don't.
A man can have kids. Charlie Chaplin got a woman pregnant when he was 80. I mean, age has nothing to do with it.
Well, totally. It may be I just think it's something personal with you. Maybe it's you have such a hostile attitude because you can't have kids anymore.
Well, dear.
Is that an issue?
Again, let me repeat. I've paid for 4 abortions. I am more than capable of siring children.
Well, Tom, it is, I don't know what your religious background is, but
I'm an atheist,
dear. To go forth and multiply.
No, that's not my purpose in life. My purpose in life is to have a good time.
That's my man's purpose in life.
I'm a man.
Bible.
Well, I'm a man.
So therefore, your purpose in life is to go forth.
No, dear, I'm an atheist. I do not follow the Bible.
Okay, well,
my purpose in life.
That's problem number one.
That is not a problem at all. In fact, religion's a problem maybe for you, but not for me.
Well, it will be.
No, it won't.
Every knee shall bow.
No, it won't. Don't start quoting the Bible to me on the air. Don't do it. This is not sermonette.
Okay, well.
You want to call a religious station, you go ahead and call them.
Well, that's one of your problems, right?
No, not a problem, dear.
Well, I know that it's very important for me. I don't. Like I said, I'm about having fun right now, and until I'm totally ready to, settle down.
What kind of fun do you have, Miss Religion?
Out any kids.
What kind of fun do you have? Are you a virgin?
No, I'm not.
What kind of religion is that?
I do the best that I can, but I'm not perfect. No, I'm not.
Oh, dear. I mean, it would be very easy to stop humping until you get married. Just do it.
It's easier said than done, yes.
It
definitely is.
Yeah, well.
And I think you could use a woman's point of view on this show. I wish I could call in more often and get my point across.
Well, how about you pick up the phone and dial in?
Well, I definitely want to do that. I don't carry a cell phone, however. I'm just not into the whole cell phone bill. But
you're not on a cell phone now?
So I'm at home right now, and that's why I was able to call in, and I'm so happy to be able to get through and talk to you. I love you. I'm one of those girls that have a love-hate relationship with you.
I bet you do.
I totally hate your male chauvinist ways, but I love you.
You'd love to go to church with my handprint on your ass. That's what you'd like to do.
You are kind of sexy to me, Tom. Yes, definitely.
Look at that.
It's bend over so you can slap my ass.
I would be happy to slap your ass. And you'd be happy to get it.
Yes. I wish I could comment more because you have a lot of morons that call in, don't know what the hell they're talking about. But I definitely love you, Tom. And I do think that you're kind of hostile because and don't like kids because maybe you
wait a minute, you're wrong. I do like. Wait, stop. I do. Wait. Don't. You're saying something that's not true. I do like kids. I love kids. I have a nephew I'm crazy about. I love kids.
Right. But
the reason I don't have kids, one of the many reasons, is because I do love them.
Hostility towards children.
I have no hostility towards children. I love children.
You do not like children.
No, I love children.
All that you want to, but you don't like children.
Give me an example. Give me an example of something I said that means I'm hostile towards children. The fact that somebody doesn't want to have children does not mean they don't like children. Tell me one thing. One thing.
You're hostile towards women with children.
I'm hostile to... No. Here's what I'm hostile towards. Women with children who want me to jump in and pay the bill.
Well, I think if you're dating with someone with children, it's only right that you take care of her and her children.
No. As a matter of fact, that is the father of the child's responsibility, not mine.
True, but you're going to also play the role as boyfriend or a companion to the child.
Doesn't mean I have to shell out money for the privilege. That is the responsibility of the child's father.
You should always contribute to the household as a whole.
Dear, first of all, I would have to be married to contribute to a household.
Definitely not. If you should contribute to the household, no matter if you're dating.
No.
If you're coming over to our
not my responsibility. What, is she a hooker?
Or whatever. Okay.
I should pay for the right to have sex?
Definitely, yes.
All right, so in other words, you believe in prostitution.
To take care of
what is the difference between that and prostitution?
Bending over and giving it to you right.
Dear, again, that's called prostitution.
No, it's totally
Sure
not.
It is.
It's just called taking care of
No. I'll tell you what, if I'm going to hire somebody for that, I'm going to hire a professional, one who preferably won't call me when we're done having sex.
Well, again, that's one of your male chauvinist ways.
Nothing chauvinist about it, dear. Your problem is that the men impregnate a woman, and then everybody is supposed to pitch in and help. And you know what? That's the responsibility of the father, not the rest of us.
Well, I agree on a certain level. Like, I do believe that it's a father's responsibility to take care of the child.
Not mine.
I believe that whomever is dating the mother is definitely to take care of the household.
No, not my problem. You know what? Women always love to say they don't need men and they're independent. I'm the America's original feminist. I'm perfectly in favor of a woman taking care of herself and showing how good she is at doing that without a man. I think it's wonderful.
Well, yes, we can definitely...
I'll be the last one to interfere with a woman's ability to be independent.
We can definitely do it.
Good.
That's not a question.
That's what I like to see, a little assertiveness there. I like that.
definitely, but we still like a guy to contribute.
Now, you may like that. I'd love somebody to contribute to my household.
It is mandatory.
No, it's not mandatory.
We're contributing ourselves, our body.
Your vagina you're contributing?
Our whole body.
Now, you know what? By the way, someone who hasn't had kids has a better body anyway.
True. Well, I agree.
So, what are you contributing? Something I could get on my own. I could get it. I could rent somebody's vagina for the evening and then never hear from them again. Perfect.
I mean, how much satisfaction could you possibly get out of that?
You'd be amazed. You'd also be amazed. I don't hire hookers, though, because there's plenty of women giving it away.
I mean, it's I got to be about more than just sex and money for you.
Not just me. Most men.
Is it about more than sex and money?
Money is what you use. It's the currency you use to get sex.
All right, so why do you hesitate on taking care of a woman?
Because I don't actually give the money away. Women like the smell of money. It's an aphrodisiac. You don't actually have to hand any over.
Well, then that's...
Ever walk into a bakery and smell that hot bread? The smell of the bread coming out of the oven? It's beautiful. You don't have to eat it. You just smell it. And that's how women are about money. They don't have to actually have the money. They just have to smell it on you.
Now, I can agree with that to a certain extent because I can categorize myself as being a little bit materialistic because I love luxury cars and going fancy places.
Hope you like work.
Stuff. Give me 1 minute.
Hope you like work. That's what men have to do to get those things.
But, yet and again, I still, I like a provider.
Well, I understand. You know what? I'd like one, too.
Yeah, well, I can provide a different type of love for you.
There's plenty of free vagina out there. I don't have to pay for yours.
Believe me, it's not as good.
Oh, is that so?
And it's not paying for it.
Every woman thinks she's got the one and only unbelievable magic vagina. Every woman thinks she's got the magic vagina.
Believe me, Tom.
Mine is so much better than all the others.
Let me tell you what's so good about mine, that it's just not given away freely.
Oh, yeah.
That's what makes
you sell it. You sell it to the highest bidder. Your vagina's on eBay.
Right. And that's what separates...
Oh, wait, let me get down and get a close look. Oh, that's a vagina, all right. Look at that.
All right, Tom. Like I said, you could use my opinion more often, and I thank you so much for the privilege to talk to you.
Wow. Look in there. Woohoo!
That's me. Yes.
Wow, I can't believe it.
I got the magic.
It's pretty large.
Yeah.
And you're right, Dean. It is shaped like a purse. Look in there. Wow.
That's right. I do have the magic.
Yeah. Yours is more magic than the woman next door.
I told you what makes my magic is not as given away freely.
I'll tell you what. You give me a free sample and we'll discuss financial terms.
No, there's no free samples, Tom.
Oh, well, you know what? I've got plenty of other free samples around. I don't need to be paying. Don't worry, dear. I will. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Damon on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello?
Is that a question or a statement?
I've got a girlfriend right now, and she's pregnant, and I don't want to have it.
Why did you let that happen?
Dumb. It felt good.
Uh-huh.
We've been dating for 3 years, and I've told her, first we wanted to have kids, but then she didn't get pregnant for the longest time.
Why did you want to have children with someone you're not married to?
I thought she was a different person, and then I kind of saw how she is, and I'm like...
Forget how she is. What about you? Why do you want to have children with somebody you're not married to who could simply go and disappear with your kid? Why would you want to do that?
I don't want to have a kid with her anymore.
No, but why did you ever?
We planned on getting married and staying together, and...
But why wouldn't you wait until you were married to do that?
Stupidity.
Right. And what kind of birth control were you using?
I don't know.
No. So none. In other words, none.
Yeah.
Right. You use no birth control?
None.
Oh, why are you surprised about all this?
Well, we were together for 3 years, and she never got pregnant, and then all of a sudden she is, and I'm like...
She's been pregnant before. How many kids does she have?
I've got 2 from a previous marriage, and she's got 1.
Uh-huh. So she's had a baby before. Was she married then?
No.
So why would any of this surprise you?
It doesn't.
So you must like poverty.
I do. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, you get used to it.
I mean, as a guy, I have no rights, do I? I can't.
Nope.
Dang.
But your time to think about that should have been before you used it without wrapping it.
Yeah. I even told her, look, I don't want to have another kid.
So what, you told her? Don't you understand? You ever hear about a woman's right to choose?
Yeah.
That means that literally. So what you told her? Big deal. She does what she wants, and you have to listen to what she says. You have no choice in the matter.
That really sucks for a guy.
Well, pal, you're 31 years old. Are you just learning this?
Yeah.
You already have 2 children. You didn't know this?
Sort of, and I just thought she was a different person when we first got together, and I see how she is with her kid, and I'm like, well, you're fun to be with, but I don't want to have any kids with you.
But then you go ahead and have sex without wrapping it.
Yeah.
Right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So, again, you clearly enjoy being broke.
And I'm getting deeper and deeper there.
Oh, don't worry. You wait till this kid comes.
I'm in debt over my head already.
You love poverty. Now they got new laws. Make sure you can't file for bankruptcy. You're going to be a very happy camper.
Oh, yeah. Is there any way I could, like go to court and say, hey, I don't want to have anything to do with her, this kid, or nothing? Or I don't want you... No?
Nope.
Dang.
But you're 31 and you didn't know that?
No, I was sheltered, I guess you could say.
You have kids!
But I was married when I had those ones.
That's not the point. You should know how it works when you have kids.
Yeah.
She drives the bus. By law.
Yeah.
The reason I don't want to have kids, among a laundry list of reasons, is I don't want to give control of my life or my bank account to somebody who was a good piece of ass in 1975.
I feel you on that one now.
You see what I'm saying?
Think about going to get cut now.
In your case, as irresponsible as you've been, probably a good idea.
Tom Leykis. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
Even though you've got many issues with me, you continue to listen.
Isn't that sick?
Yes.
It's like bottleneckers on the freeway. What's going on with my stupid waste of time?
Rubberneckers.
Whatever.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Los Angeles, it's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Rebecca, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Great.
Good. Hey, I just had a question for you. I've been listening to your show off and on ever since I moved to California, but I just had a question regarding what y'all were talking about tonight. I was just wondering if you were the kind of guy that expects a girl to put out, after you take her to dinner or a movie or what have you.
Now, most men I know expect that.
Okay, so if she doesn't, so are you going to, never call her again, or...
She gets 3 tries. We have the 3 strikes, you're out rule.
All right.
After 3 strikes, she's out.
Okay. And so, assuming that a lady does put out, early on, does that ruin any future relationship that you might have?
Nope.
Not at all?
Nope.
Okay.
I've been married 4 times, divorced 4 times, and in each case, I was in bed with the person the first night I was with them.
Wow, you're a busy guy.
Well, I'm 49 years old. I had a little time to do that.
Wow. And I heard you also say that you have paid for several different abortions. Is that correct?
4 abortions, that's right.
Oh.
And I would do it again.
Was that at your suggestion when the lady told you that she was pregnant, or these women came to you saying, well, I'm pregnant, what are we going to do?
They came to me and said, I'm pregnant. What do you want to do? Because we'd already talked about it in each case before it happened. What would you do if you got pregnant? We had that conversation.
Uh-huh.
Any woman who ever told me, oh, I don't know what I would do, I don't know, out.
Well, you were just chastising a guy for getting his girlfriend of 3 years pregnant.
Again, as I've said so many times on this program, everything I lecture about comes from mistakes I made.
Right. And
I learned by making them.
Okay, well, that's fine and everything, but you were just chastising a guy for getting his girlfriend of 3 years.
Yes, and somebody chastised me back when it happened to me.
4 times.
Yeah.
I see.
But I must say that unlike that guy, 3 of the 4 times I was using a condom.
Well, then, and trust me, I'm very well aware that condoms are not 100% effective.
Right.
But y'all never discuss any other form of birth control?
A man never knows what birth control a woman is or isn't using. Having a discussion with a woman about what birth control she's using is a waste of time. If women want to have a baby, they'll always say they're on some birth control they're not on.
Well, that's not entirely true, because I'm on birth control, and my boyfriend and I can't wait to have a baby.
No, but the point is, I'm talking about people who are single, who are not boyfriend and girlfriend. They're just having sex. If a woman wants to have a baby, she'll say she's on the pill even when she's not.
Well, then those are not the type of women that men should be sleeping with in the first place. That's why men should be wearing a condom 100% of the time. And that is why men should have that conversation with a woman before having sex. What would you do if you got pregnant? What would you do? And if you don't get a good answer, get out. And you don't have any children, is that correct?
Yes, by design.
Okay. No, you've never had a desire to have any children?
Nope.
Ever?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, everybody doesn't, dear.
No, and I understand that's
I'm one of the ones who didn't.
That's entirely up to you. I mean,
yeah, but everybody, you sound surprised. Everybody isn't like you.
No, and I think that's a good thing, because if everybody was like me, then this whole world would be boring.
That's right.
And
I'm a good guy to have sex with before you actually marry the guy you're eventually going to marry.
Exactly.
There are women listening to this show right now who have husbands. The husband has no idea that these women have slept with me previously.
Well, the one lady before this other guy couldn't wait to...
I mean, I'm telling you, you ladies know who you are. The ones who are now with someone else. But I had you first.
Is that right?
And the man you're with now, he's paying for the baby. And I didn't have to pay a dime.
Well,
one of the women who had an abortion, she has since had a baby with somebody else.
And is she happy?
I don't know if she's happy. Who knows? People tell you they're happy. I have no idea. I know she didn't marry the guy. I know the guy's no longer her boyfriend.
So she has a baby daddy instead of...
That's right. Do I want to be paying somebody because they were a good piece of ass for a week a couple of years ago? I don't think so.
I mean, like you said, babies aren't for everybody, and that's...
Right.
I think that's a good thing, because some people are just not cut out to be parents in the first place.
Right. So, somebody has called me on this program more than once. You know what they say to me? They get really upset, and they say, do you have a daughter? And I tell them, no. I have other people's daughters.
Well, like I said, you sound like a pretty busy guy.
I'm a very busy guy. Tom Leykis Show. Francisco, hello.
Hey, what's up, man? Big fan. Recent listener.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Got a lot of noise going on back there. What's going on back there?
Oh yeah, man. No, I just got home. Man.
Nice.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about, man. I can't believe all these horror stories I'm hearing about these dudes and their wives, man. Because I just got married in February of this year.
Right.
So, see, I live with this girl for over 4 years before I even said I was going to get married to her. And I didn't even want to get married to her, to tell you the truth.
Why would you marry somebody you didn't want to marry?
No, it's not like I didn't want to marry her. I just always had the idea that I don't want to be married. You know what I'm saying?
Why'd you do it?
Because, well, see, that was like the last thing that would make her happy.
Yeah, but aren't you worried about you being happy?
Oh no, but see, that's what I'm gonna tell you, dude. I'm happy in my relationship. I've been with this girl since I was.
Yeah, but you didn't want to get married.
Yeah, that's true. But see, there's no difference.
There is. Yes, there is.
From before when I wasn't married.
Yes, there is. Because if you get divorced, you're going to give her half of everything you have.
Oh yeah, well I guess
that's a big difference.
Yeah.
And in Southern California, 2 out of 3 marriages ends in divorce.
Yeah, I know. That was what I used to tell her all the time. But the one thing is, everybody used to tell me, if you plan to have kids, you got to get married. And when I was 22, I had my son.
Why'd you do that?
Well, young, stupid things happen.
Stupid. You were an adult. You had the right to vote.
I wanted to keep it because she had an abortion before that already, and it's like I didn't want her to have another one. I wanted to have a kid at that point.
Yeah, but why? You were how old were you? 22?
At the time when my son was born, I'm 27 now.
Yeah, but why did you want to have a kid at 22?
Well, once she was pregnant, I was happy about it.
Why?
Dude, my son makes my life so happy, dude. You don't understand. I know there's a lot of dudes that they don't want the baggage or they don't want this, they don't want to put up with that, but me, I'm the other way around, dude.
Yeah.
I love my son so much. It's like there's nothing I'd rather do than spend time with my son, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of dude I am.
How much money do you make?
I don't make much money. I make like $35,000 a year.
Yeah, well, that's my point, pal. You see, you can have a son, but you could do things in the right order. Get a career together. Make more money. The kid needs money. Don't you want him to go to college? You didn't. Don't you want your kid to go?
Yeah.
Well, the fact is, without money, your kid's not going either.
Well, that's a problem I got, dude.
Yeah, but it's not a problem you got. It's a problem you caused.
True that.
You see, I'm not saying don't ever have a son. I'm saying do it when it's time, which it was not.
That's true. But see, the one thing I wanted to call about is about, dudes' wives. Dude, my wife, as long as she is the way she is right now, she's been for the last 5 years we've been living together. Dude, she makes me happy, dude. She cooks for me. She cleans for me. She takes good care of me, dude. She don't ever hold down on sex. Dude, the sex is incredible.
Well, let's hope that keeps going.
You know what I'm saying?
You got married so young, you never know. She might decide she missed out on something.
Well, yeah, that's also a possibility.
Yeah, it is.
It could be a possibility for anyone, whether you do it later.
No, you know what? It's more of a possibility the younger you get together.
True that. That's true, I guess. But I don't know, man. I'm happy in my marriage. Everything. Every one of these complaints.
Well, if 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce, clearly,
I'm aware of that. I've heard that a lot.
For every one of you that calls in, there are 2 other guys who are not happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm one of the exceptions, dude.
Right.
That's why I wanted to call in and say there is, you know what I'm saying, good girls out there that would make a marriage work. My girl don't nag me whatsoever at all, dude. Like, sex at a drop of a hat, anything.
Pal, I can get sex at the drop of a hat, and I get to see new meat all the time.
I know. I'm saying these.
Every year at the high school, there's a new graduating class. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
But I hear guys be talking about their wives be holding out on them. Dude, I cannot believe.
There's a lot of that out there, Francisco. There's a lot of that out there. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.